Jaguars head coach Doug Peterson told us today that running back Tank Bigsby is on track to play Monday night against the Buffalo Bills after exiting the game against the Browns in the second quarter with a shoulder injury. Defensive back Darnell Savage was at practice, and Peterson said he is ramping things up as he missed last game with a quad injury and hopefully will be available for Monday. So that's the good news. But as for tight end Evan Ingram, Peterson said he is still further away from playing than both of those guys as he continues to deal with a hamstring injury, and his situation will be looked at day by day. He was also the only injured player not at practice. Now, with that being said, Trevor Lawrence is going to miss his favorite target and security blanket against a stout Buffalo Bills team. However, in goes Brenton Strange, who luckily got some quality reps against the Cleveland Browns, that too on very short notice. Strange had 3 receptions for 65 yards, which already surpasses his receiving yard total from last season, which was his rookie year, by 30 yards. And now with the uncertainty around Ingram's status moving forward, Jags QB1 has all trust and faith in his new temporary security blanket.
Evan is a huge part of our offense, our team. He brings a lot of energy and leadership too. Not even talking about just football, but just his mindset and the way he is in the huddle, on the sidelines, very intense. You're missing a big piece of your offense, but great teams figure out a way to next man up, to step up and make the plays, which Brenton did a great job of that. I was proud of the way he responded. I'm not surprised. He's been working in the dark for a while, and he finally had an opportunity. Obviously, it's unfortunate the way it comes about. Either way, he stepped up and made the plays when his number was called, and I had a lot of trust in him.
Now, this Jaguars offense has so far been the weakest part of the team. The defense is currently 9th in the NFL for points given up, with an average of 19 per game. As for the offense, it ranks 29th in the league for points per game with 15. However, the Big Cats offense looked good for 4 particular drives in the second half against the Browns. The thing that stood out in those drives were that the offense ran an up-tempo style, running more no-huddle plays and not wasting much time on play calling. And in turn, the Jags scored 10 points on those drives, with one ending on a missed field goal. So seeing how that worked out, wide receiver Kirk wants to see more up-tempo drives.
It takes thinking out of it. It's just all reactionary. You get the play call, get up to the line of scrimmage, and then you snap the ball. And so then you're just reacting to what the defense is doing. There's not as much time pre-snap to be able to try to decipher, okay, what are they in, maybe second guess yourself. It's just all reactionary, and I feel like that's when us as players are best.
And when a team goes up-tempo, it changes for the defense, and they have to get their calls in faster. A lot of times it simplifies defensive calls because you got to play fast. You can't try to do all these funky coverages and pressures and whatever because the ball's about to be snapped, and you got to communicate that across the board.
Well, we'll see if the Jazz can make things work on Monday Night Football up in Buffalo, as kickoff is set for 7:30 p.m. But if you can't travel to the game, don't worry, because the Jaguars are hosting a watch party on Monday from 6:30 to 11 p.m. at the Gallagher Club West at Everbank Stadium. Tickets and parking are free for all fans.